Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. Thank you for joining me today on this lovely Sunday. I'm so excited to talk to all of you and talk some Lucy. It's such a great day. Nice and well, it's a nice day. It's kind of cloudy out there. A little bit cloudy, a little not muggy. It's when the clouds are out and then the sun's hitting the clouds and then it's bright, but it's still like cloudy. So welcome to everyone. Hey guys, what is going on, guys and gals? Of course, hopefully everyone's doing okay. Hopefully you enjoyed my video yesterday. What was that one? The Orson Welles video. It was funny. There were so many polar opposites, or people who didn't like Orson Welles in the episode, and some people who loved the episode, and it was interesting just to see that dynamic there. And I think kids are starting to play outside. Oh no, they're always playing outside when I'm like on my live stream or recording. Oh man, thank you guys for joining. Good afternoon. Yes, definitely afternoon here, unless you're in Hawaii. I guess that would not be afternoon, but other than that, yes, afternoon to everyone. So today we're gonna look at 2 episodes, and then I got something cool to talk to you guys about. I got a few things to talk to you about, so we got to chat, everyone. Okay, I was gonna say deep sea fishing. I don't think it's deep sea fishing. It's off to Florida. We gotta get to that first. I think deep sea fishing comes second. Let me see here. Let me get to season 6. Although there are some episodes in season 6 that I really enjoy. I know some people say it's like their least. Some people say it's their least favorite season. For me, I would say the same thing. I mean, I love all the others, and 6 too. There's some gems in 6, although I don't think it's like as good as maybe 3 or 4. But let's see, deep sea, yeah, off to Florida. So I think we're gonna start with off to Florida. Last time we did Visitor from Italy and the pizza, and so this is off to Florida. It aired November 12th, 1956. Episode 159, filmed on a Thursday, September 13th, 1956. So again, a month before. Actually, wait, October, no, 2 months before. Interesting. Rating sure 34.7. It's a really big drop, guys and gals. That's a really big drop from Visitor from Italy. It almost got 10 shares more. This one, as I said, off to Florida is 34 versus 45. So it's kind of a shame that it's going down like that. Supporting cast: Little Ricky, of course, Mrs. Grundy, Elsa Lanchester, who was, of course, the Bride of Frankenstein in the original, Frankenstein films. Cafe owner is Strother Mather, and he was Strother Martin, and he was an interesting character actor. He was on Gilligan's Island, did a lot of other stuff. So hopefully you guys are doing okay. I'm doing great. Let's see some of these comments here, because I feed off of those comments. So hello Cassandra, J Rose, Justin, how are you, buddy? Shaquan, Annie, Tenacious, you got my picture, your signed picture. If any of you want a signed picture, just go on ricknig.com. I have them all there for you, and I'd be happy to send you one. And Ash is here, as well as Casey. Awesome. So let's start the episode. If you want to cue it up, off to Florida. I kind of like the whole Florida. I have to be honest with you. I did like the Florida little mini storyline. So it's off to Florida. The deep sea fishing, I love that, with the giant fish. The desert island I kind of like. It's still a Florida thing. Visit Cuba was alright to me, and we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. The school pageant was an interesting one. The Christmas, and we keep going. The Loving Cup was good too. But anyway, I kind of like the Florida whole, thing where they go off because of the heat. They drive with Miss Grundy, who's kind of creepy, and they think she's like a murderer. But yeah. Oh, Lola, how are you? Oh, I am so awesome. Well, thank you. I make the videos, and of course I put them on there. And John Wayne. Oh yeah, I have to do a couple of vids on John Wayne and Lucy, for sure. I've got a whole list of stuff I want to do. But absolutely, John Wayne was a great, just because of who he was, a macho man, getting on the show. And I have to talk to you about an episode. I have to make a video on that, how much money he made, because he was great. John Wayne was awesome on that one episode. But he was a manly man, and he sat on a curler. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the fact that he would allow himself to do that, I think, shows how just awesome he is as a person, or was as a person. Justin, yeah, you agree with me? You like the Florida story too? Casey as well. Yeah, it was 4 or 5 episodes, and I think it was good. It was just a little bit different, away from the apartment. I kind of like that for sure. Fish in the tub, yeah, that whole concept was good. All right, Tenor, enjoy your pie and ice cream. I know you'd rather do that than watch me, so it makes sense. Pie and ice cream is a lot better. I know, see, even Rick can't compete with that. Tenacious and I are great friends, so yes. Michael, how are you? All right, so here we see little Richard Keith and Lucy giving him his little wallet. Thanks, Mommy. Of course. She's like, oh, honey, you can put important things in there. That's where Lucy puts the tickets later on. All right, Chiquan, bye-bye. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Cassandra, just go to ricknineg.com and you can definitely, there's mugs available, a few mugs, not many left. I have very few left, limited supply, but I will be getting more in the future. And then also, I have tons of the signed photos. So if any of you want that, it's a great way to support the channel. Also, I do want to plug something else because, of course, I plug myself a lot. But if you guys have ever heard of Patreon, I have started Patreon. It's completely optional. It's a way to support. Justin, who is on the live stream now, has been a great support in that realm. There's so many things that you can get on Patreon for being a supporter there. There are exclusive videos that I'm going to post. In fact, after this live stream, I'm going to record a quick video and upload it to Patreon that if you're only a Patreon member, you're the only ones who are going to be able to see. That will not be on YouTube. I will not release that content anywhere else. And it's a great way to influence what videos I make because I'm going to put polls in there and exclusive pictures of me making my videos and just doing things here and there that'll only be on Patreon. So something to think about. Links, should they be in the description? They should be at least in the Orson Welles episode. If not, Patreon, search Ricknineg. But anyway, I can definitely give you a link if you guys need it. Oh yeah, I do like your cup a lot, Cassandra. I like the blue. I like the feeling of it. I like the whiteness. It's just very clean and it's perfect. It's a perfect drink mug. And most people make fun of me because it's like, why do you drink water out of a mug? Well, allegedly it's water. So we'll just say that. Stars Wake, hello, nice to see you. Yes, Daddy. And now Ethel's freaking out because she's like, Ethel, don't get panicky. Lucy's saying, Ethel, don't get panicky. We lost the tickets. And Ethel's like, oh, why am I friends with this woman? She always messes up. She's always crazy. What is wrong with her? I guess because she's... I guess she's with her because... Oh, they were good friends. But because Ricky loves to pay for the Mertzes. Oh, man, it's a little jab there. I had to jab him a little bit. Oh, but the Mertzes are great. I wouldn't like the show if the Mertzes weren't there. They're just half of the pie. Half of the pizza pie. Without the Mertzes, I mean, it's not as exciting. So, of course, this is the episode where they have to Hitchcock? They have to hitchhike with Evelyn Grundy, I believe her name was. They... hatchet murderess. She wasn't really the hatchet murderess, but it's great because Lucy and Ethel change a tire. I love that, and they put the same tire back on. I think that's hilarious. And then Strother Martin is there, and he's, hello, madam, how are you? He's kind of like a Morgan Freeman-ish type voice guy. And now they're trying to look for some money. They really need some money to see if they can buy more tickets. But they're gonna have to hitchhike. Why do I keep saying that? They finally hitchhike on a, what is it, like a thing full of chickens, right? Like a truck full of chickens, or yeah, a truck full of chickens. So it was fantastic. And the watercress sandwiches. Have you guys ever tried watercress? Is it really that bad? I mean, I'm a kale guy. I eat kale, spinach, all that stuff. I'm fine with that, but I haven't really tried watercress. Some people say it's like, it really tastes like grass. Is that a thing, everyone? Let me know. Lola! I got my granddaughter into watching Lucy when she was 2 years old. Now all her friends love it too. Oh, that's awesome. Please do that. Spread the word. Infect everyone with the Lucy disease. Love it, love it, love it. That would be an interesting thing. Yeah, if any of you have tried watercress, let me know your honest opinion. Your honest opinion. Because literally, because of the episode, when I was little, I looked it up. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see how it tasted and so forth. But I haven't. And, you know, they say buttered grass, but it's like, I mean, I could imagine what grass tastes like because I've smelled it, you know, really, really well. So I don't know. I've not had pokeweed. I cannot even tell you what that is. Pokeweed. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. So I know I haven't had it because I know what it is. Oh, Lola. Okay, Lola. So Lola has tried it, apparently, and she says it's good. So we're going to all have to get watercress and believe Lola, because apparently when Lucy was eating it, it really looked like grassy. So I don't know if that's what it really was. But yeah. Now, I don't know if it tastes like buttered grass, or maybe she added grass to the sandwich to make it buttery. I don't know. But yeah. That's an interesting thing. And a couple of things that I always notice when they're in the car together. They're carrying a drum set. It looks like either a drum or guitar in between Evelyn Grundy and Lucy. And so I'm just going to say it's a drum because it's very round. I don't see where the other part of the guitar would go. And then there's like a picnic basket, a couple of suitcases, 3 suitcases. In fact, picnic basket where she has the sandwiches. And it looks like, I mean, I would say a guitar, maybe? I don't know why she would take the guitar. There they go. Oh, there it goes. There she takes the bite into it. And they're like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. What am I eating? Apparently she likes that stuff. Maybe Miss Grundy was a type of organic lifestyle thing, because it wasn't a thing back then. That's a very recent phenomenon, so I don't know how that works. Oh yeah, Stars Wake. It was definitely the worst trip to Florida. I like the episode though, but yeah, with that creepy lady there, definitely, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Lola, it doesn't taste like grass. It's kind of like Swiss chard, but a stronger flavor. Oh, is that, yeah, there is some type of veggie that it's like, you taste it and it's like super, almost like mustard. You know what I mean? Like not the pleasant sense of mustard, but I think mustard, there's like something that grows out that's very like bitter too. It's kind of like that. That I'm not sure about. That I'm not sure if I would like. I'd try it. Doesn't mean I'd like it, right? You didn't miss it, Linda. You're here, and we're watching Off to Florida with Evelyn Grundy, Elsa Lanchester, and of course Lucy and Ethel, who are trying to change the tire right now. Well, they're just being told by Miss Grundy that she's gonna go sleep, and they're gonna have to change the tire. So, oh, mustard greens. There we go. That's exactly what I was trying to get to. Mustard greens. I tried that, and that was like, oh my gosh, it was almost like wasabi. If you guys have tried like sushi and wasabi, like wasabi is hot, and it was kind of like, I got that, and I was like, I can't do this. Like a veggie that's hot that doesn't, I don't know. It was just weird to me. Maybe it has to be seasoned or done correctly. Time out for Instant Sanka. I'm not promoting Sanka. It's just the commercial there. Wait a second. Oh no, they didn't. No, wait. No, they didn't get the flat tire yet. I'm sorry, they had stopped. I think they actually took this part out of the syndication, because the problem with that is, it just seems like there's extra that they cut out of there. So they stop a few times asleep. She stopped a few times asleep, and that's what I thought. That was the flat tire, but I was like, I didn't see that part where it got flat. But anyway, I'm doing well, Alec. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. And Audrey has made it for this week. Yes, I love it. Love it when you guys come on here. Beverly Hillbillies. Are you guys Beverly Hillbillies fans? I used to watch it when I was a kid. But now it's like, I'm not going to say I grew out of it, because that's not the correct term I want to use. But I want to say I was more interested in it as a kid. The thing is, I used to watch Gilligan's Island, which that was what I would look forward to. And then Beverly Hillbillies would come on. And then it'd be like, I'd always see it as like lesser fun, but it's just on, and so I would watch it, and it was all right. But I would never laugh. It was just something, I don't know. I guess I like the color in it. I knew it was an old show, and so. Oh yeah, like, so yeah, so I might have said that incorrectly. I know the flat tire is definitely part of the plot, so it is in syndication. What I'm talking about, the first time they pull over, there is a time where before the flat tire, they pull over, and then they're like, what are you going to do? You're going to go sleep? And she goes to sleep, and then it fades, and then they're back on the road. So it's like she got a nap, and there was no flat tire, if that makes sense. Then the flat tire happens. So, yeah, Hey Jeeves, how are you? Possum innards. Ooh. Okay, I'll just leave it there. You never liked the Beverly Hillbillies, even as a kid. Now Green Acres is hysterical. See, that's the thing. We acquire tastes and we like things a little more, a little less as we grow older. Same thing with food. I used to hate sushi, and now I love like raw fish. And I can keep going with examples. But yeah, Beverly Hillbillies, I used to watch it. Was never a huge fan. It was all right. It came on. I'd watch it. Now, I don't know if I'd watch it. I just don't have the desire to watch it. But, you know, yep. You gotta be a country person? Maybe, because I was never a country person. But like I said, I rather enjoyed it as a kid. There are cartoons that I loved as a kid. And now I really don't, you know, watch them anymore. Or I could watch a little bit, and then I'm just like, my attention span isn't that great for it, you know. Cassandra, thank you. You bought a photo. Yay! I'll be sending out to you ASAP probably tomorrow. If I could. Probably early in the morning. That's why I usually do my things during the week. I do my shipping in the morning, shipping out my mug, shipping out my, and I do all of it. It's a one-man operation here. So yeah, in case you guys want to know. Same thing with, I run everything. I edit everything. Not that I have like a whole factory to run or anything. Oh, you love the Waltons? I've never seen it. I have to admit, I've never seen it. There are other shows that I started watching, like I Dream of Jeannie I started getting into now. But there's only so much of it I can watch. I can watch 2 or 3 episodes and I'm good. Other episodes I can kind of marathon in. I'm a big Star Trek fan, in case you guys like that show too. The problem is Star Trek, CBS too. There's a lot of issues with copyright too, so got to be careful with how much I do on videos and stuff. Yep, Justin, I'm on it. I'm on it with you. We're in the same boat. Oh, and there you go, pulling over for the flat tire. They have the not the winch, but the, oh my gosh, what do you call it? The jack, the car jack, the floor jack, trying to raise the car, and it goes right through the fender. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that, guys, or else that will happen. I mean, I don't know. Cars are designed differently, but you can definitely make a mistake. I don't think a floor jack will go that high, though, so... but yeah, I think that was a good gag, the floor jack thing. And the fact that the cars are metal, she can actually metal it. Now if you do that, you puncture a hole in the whole fender, so. What's up, crazy little brother? My crazy little brother. I'm watching Lucy, I'm watching Off to Florida right now. Absolutely. Pretty good episode. I'd say it's a good episode from season 6. Like I said, there's some in season 6 that I'm like not so much of a fan of, but this one I like. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. Lola, you never knew someone who watches Lucy or likes Lucy as much as me. Well, yep, that's me. But see, I'm kind of a strictly an I Love Lucy guy. I'm kind of a snob. I Love Lucy and Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. Yeah, I love other classic shows too. There might be a surprise coming up with another type of material that I love that's in the classic range, that if you're on Patreon, I might hint at what's coming. So, let us see. Ooh, I love it. I love to get all these questions from you guys. Mira que tiene cosa que pasa una cosa como esta, which is actually not really accurate. You don't really say something like that. But she's kind of saying, like, why in the world would something like this happen to me, kind of thing. It's kind of what she's saying. Oh, yeah. Sitcoms from the 70s? Absolutely. Three's Company is probably my favorite from the 70s. What are yours? What are yours, Scott, from the 70s? It's a bit hokey. I mean, I Love Lucy. It's hokey. It's fun. I mean, think about one of my favorite episodes ever. Okay, when she gets in the starch vat and she comes out starchy. I mean, hokey. That's super hokey. I mean, that's never going to happen, right? You're never going to get starch like that. But I think the concept is genius, right? The concept is genius, the visual, the whole story. It's just perfect in my mind. You know, Cheebs, I'm keeping my eye out on that because, you know, holiday season, like you said, is coming up. And the idea of colorizing an episode, the problem is they only have a certain amount of holiday special stuff. So maybe I would like for them to maybe colorize some of the earlier. Why don't they go back to the earlier seasons, like not the pregnancy ones, before that? you know, like the season 1, season 2. I would like to see that myself. Let me see. Steel Man City. Oh yeah, definitely. I Love Lucy. It's not only on the Hallmark Channel, Steel City Man. It is everywhere. It used to be on Fox. It was on CBS 2 for me. It was also on 5 for first time. It was on 9. Like, I know, different places have different channels and so forth. But just showing you how many of these different channels. This is basic TV back when I was a little kid. And so, yeah, pretty interesting. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's definitely a tradition now. My least favorite episode, Lucy's Last Birthday. I do not like that episode. I do not like that episode. And there's a couple others. I don't think they come to mind right now. But yeah, I don't like that episode. There's just something about her crying the whole time. I know it has a song at the end. But I would say 85% of the episode I don't like. And so if I don't like 85% of the episode, I wouldn't stick around for most of it, if that makes sense. Justin, you like that CBS has been airing new colorized ones every 6 to 8 months. But yeah, they need to do some of the earlier episodes, not just the specials. Yeah, I would agree. And I guess they're trying to do the ones with the stars on them. Willem Holden, they did Superman. What else? Well, let's see. They have 2. Let me just see. There's John Wayne. Oh yeah, they have the John Wayne's color is awesome. I love this one. This one's probably my favorite. Because again, it's the John Wayne special. You know, it's both of the John Waynes. That's great. The other one's like Bill Holden and then Superman, which have no connection at all, but I guess they have 2 celebrities. Harpo Marx, I think they did, right? They did the Harpo Marx one, which is great. Yeah, they did do that. And then, I don't know, I would love for them to maybe colorize the one with Ricky's losing his hair. That would be great, with all the little contraptions. Any others? Which ones would you like to see in color? Stars Wake, you're funny. Are you a fan of Bewitched, or am I a fan of Bewitched? I haven't watched an episode front to back, I have to say. What I like to do, if you guys would ever recommend me shows to watch to see if I like, let me know what's the best. Like Bewitched, tell me the best episode. I'll keep it in mind, maybe put it in a comment, and then I'll watch it. If that piques my interest, I'll watch more. I think that's the way it should happen. That's what I try to do to people. To watch I Love Lucy, who are like, because I know people today who are my age and younger who haven't watched it, and they're like, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. I'll show them the ballet or Vitamina Benjamin or thing, and they get hooked, and then they start to kind of watch, you know. So that's my idea, guys and gals. Tell me what I should be watching. I Dream of Jeannie, I'm already kind of a fan of it. Gilligan's Island. If you guys are not a fan of Gilligan's Island, I'm telling you right now, you should be. And I'm sorry about that. I should... There. Be quiet, phone. Okay. You don't like the Orson Welles one? Yeah, Cynthia, I think you wrote a comment on that. Yeah, I could understand how you would like it. There's just... His voice is so baritone. It gives like a baritone atmosphere. He doesn't really do much in the episode, in my opinion. In my opinion, he just comes off as like, I am Orson Welles. Enjoy my presence. I'm not saying that's what he is as a type of a person, but that's what the episode, it seems like. I don't know if he wasn't willing to do much, or if, like, I don't know, I have to study that a little bit more, or if it was just the script that was given to him and so forth. John Ritter is one of the greatest, if not the greatest physical comedian out there. I mean, yes, Charlie Chaplin, but I mean of the modern era, Charlie Chaplin's more like a classic guy, right? Yes, the Friends of the Friendless. No liking that too much. Oh, they're pulling in. There we go. They're pulling into Strother Martin's little deli. Van Johnson one is amazing. Wasn't that one colored? I think that one was colored too, with the Harpo Marx one, which is great. Ash, you don't like the colored ones? I could understand that, and I could respect that. It makes the episode a little different. To me, I appreciate it a little bit more. I see other stuff. Laverne and Shirley, yep, the Christmas one, and Scotland too. I have the Scotland one in color, which is okay. That one battles. Would I rather watch the Scotland episode or Last Birthday? I would say Scotland, and the reason is because it's a lot more colorful, and I don't know, but it's such a creepy episode with Fred Ethel's a 2-head dragon. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't like either of those episodes. Steel City Man, was the I Love Lucy Christmas show part of season 4? It was a separate. It was a special. It didn't originally air with everything. I think it was like a special episode they did. Oh, thank you, Casey. You liked my video on Orson Welles. Well, thanks. I already have one in mind for next week, and I'll tell you this. I'll give you guys all the hint because I want to give you guys the inside scoop. It's not gonna do with money this time and how much an actor makes. It's gonna do something else. A feud. Let's just say a feud. What do you guys think about that? A feud that you might have not thought about, maybe not have even known. This is going to be a good one in my opinion. We'll see. Hopefully I'll keep to that subject. I maybe will do another video, but we'll see. We'll see. I think that's what I'm leaning towards, let's just say. Oh, Bill Holden was great. I love that one. Mary Tyler Moore Show, Bob Newhart. Those, I've never gotten into those shows. I have to admit. I was pretty much not into many shows in the 70s. Sanford and Son, I think that's pretty good. Yes, unfortunately, Linda, John Ritter had a bad heart, basically. He had a ruptured aorta, I think. It was like a 1 in a million. Like, it was a very rare thing. Very similar to this other guy, Alan Thicke, I believe. He had a very similar thing that happened, although he lived a little bit more. But yeah, it's definitely sad. Okay, let me just do that. I'm having to accept certain things because some of your things get flagged for using certain words that are not bad. It's complicated. I won't even get into it. So sometimes I have to do a little maintenance on these comments. Well, thanks, Alec. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, Laundress, it was more of a flashback episode. Like, I liked the Christmas one, but it seems like there was just, I don't know. It was kind of forced. Like, we need to make something Christmas. Let's just do this and remember all these moments. I don't know. It was all right. You know which one I think is begging to be colorized, according to Arthur? The one where Lucy is late for everything. Oh, which one was that? And Ricky was putting her skate. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, well, I was thinking of that one, too, with I was going to say Mr. Mooney. No, Gail Gordon. That would be awesome. That would be great. Yes, with Jeeves, with Frank Nelson. I would love a Frank Nelson colorized episode. That would be great. No, you know which one, guys? The Great Bank Robbery. That would be amazing. They're on a train and Lucy falls, shaking. You're a woman, aren't you? That was a very John Wayne-esque. He asked it very John Wayne-esque. What do you guys think about that one? That one in color, that would be awesome. Casey, I have seen one or two of the Dick Van Dyke Show episodes. The thing is, I understand a show takes time to get into the groove of things, and so I may have to give it more of a chance. But I have watched a few episodes. I think it's all right. It's not hilarious to me. Again, maybe I haven't seen the correct episodes, which I want you guys to point me out, so maybe I can get into it. Because then if you really watch something that you really like gravitate toward, then you can be like, oh, well, then I can appreciate all these other ones even though they're not that great, you know? Because if you show someone, like if I show someone Lucy's Last Birthday or Scotland, I don't know if they'll like Lucy that much, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Yeah, Alec, you can certainly guess on the feud, but I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. You guys can have fun with it. I'll just be like, maybe. I can't because then I have to commit myself to that and ruin some of the fun. Okay, so that episode is done. We have one more to go. They were molting and so forth. And so let me hit the next one. I think the next one is deep sea fishing. They're already in Florida. They're in Miami. Deep sea fishing. There we go. Or as Ricky says, dipsy fishing. Dipsy fishing. Okay, let me just go back here. All right, let me read some of the stats on this. Linda, do you mean do a live stream on the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour or just a video on like facts or something like that? Let me know because I'd like to know that. Cassandra, you love my fact or fiction episodes. Well, thank you. You're always surprised if it's fact or fiction. Well, good. I'm glad. That's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to leave it very ambiguous until, you know, I answer it. And so I like that. Arthur, you've never seen The Great Train Robbery? That's literally one of my favorite episodes. I think it's so good. It's so good. Oh man, Dick Van Dyke feels like he's going bald. It seems like he got that story from someone else. Oh, another show, another awesome, great show. Yeah, you like that one, Cynthia? I agree. I agree with that. You see the episode where Laura opens Rob's package and it's the raft that inflates. I heard that, where he's in the thing and the raft inflates in the living room. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, hello. Is your name Marin? I want to say that correctly. I'm so bad with names. You just got home. My favorite Lucy is the same as yours. I love Lucy and the Comedy Hour. I've tried Lucy Show but can't hold a candle. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I love Lucy and I love classic shows, so absolutely. Lola, Little House on the Prairie, bring in tissue. Oh man, I have to tell you, I'm not into like sad shows or shows that'll make me cry. I'm just not into it. Yeah, I'll just keep it that. I love comedy. I'm just a comedy guy. I love shows that lift me up, not bring me down. Not that it's a bad thing, because I think people can enjoy shows that are like that. But it's just not for me. It's not my style. At least right now. Maybe later. Live stream. I'm kind of going in order-ish, Linda, because I kind of want to go through the series, if that makes sense, as much as possible. But I am going to go to the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. Don't you worry. Just stay tuned. DBMe33. That's an awesome name. DBMe33. I love it. It's like a lot of B's and E's and 3's. Love it. So you agree that Lucy's last birthday in Scotland are off. Is there anyone who really likes the episodes? Let me know. Don't be shy. There's no shame in saying that. These are all tastes. And so if you guys do, let me know what you like and why you like them. They're off somehow. And Gilligan's Island is very funny. I agree. I Dream of Jeannie and Gilligan's Island had the best music scoring. Really made the shows. Did you guys know, though, that John Williams, you know, the big Star Wars, I mean, the great composer, he actually composed for Gilligan's Island, which is hilarious, I think. It's his first, some of his first composing. They lose little Ricky on the boat at the end of the episode. You know, I heard Stars Wake, yes, that it's a blooper, but I've been told that he's, like, literally in a snippet in a corner. So I'm going to have to take a look. I think that's true, but it seems like he was pushed out of the scene. Just the shots are kind of weird. So, yeah, interesting thought. But for the most, he's kind of out of the picture. I have seen Life with Lucy, and I have seen the one with John Ritter. It's fairly good. It's fairly good. I like John Ritter in it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Let me give you guys some of the facts on this episode, though, because I know you're going to want to hear them, and I think that's a great thing, because not all of you have the book, and so it's a great way to be informed in what's going on. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. Deep sea fishing, or dipsy fishing, as Ricky says. November 19th, 1956, episode 160, of course. Now, this one, off to Florida, didn't do great. Deep sea fishing jumped up to 47.1. That's even more than Visitor from Italy. And that's, it's even more than Lucy Meets Orson Welles. It's tied with Ricky. Little Ricky Learns to Play the Drums. 47.1 out of 65. Supporting cast, Little Ricky, of course, Richard Keith, Boat Captain James Hayward, and Bellboy Billy McLean. Yep, there we go. There's the facts on it. There's the facts on it. Casey, you like Lucy's last birthday? Oh, I'm sure you like the song, right? Yeah, no, and I respect that. Believe me, just because I make these videos, guys, doesn't mean I'm like the ultimate authority. I want you guys to understand that and know that I understand that. These are all, when I give my opinion, that's just that, my opinion. I'm one of you. And so I do want to hear your thoughts and understandings on your side of it. Steelman City, what skit do you like in the Scotland, like the whole thing? Because it's more like a musical, right? There's a little bit of talking, but then it goes into musical aspects of it. Yeah, Cynthia, I don't like that whole homesick in Italy. I avoid that episode because of that, where it's like, oh, signora, I'm sorry. And then she's like crying and she misses Ricky. And the fact that the boy like tricks her and Lucy was so nice, like, like it's kind of cringy. I don't know if you guys have heard that word lately. It's like a thing that's used a lot now, but it's just like, it just makes me cringe because, like, I don't know, everyone just takes advantage of Lucy in her sadness, like in her despair. And I know they're kids and they're, you know, but then Lucy even's like, well, you know, keep the things that, it's like, oh, you know, it's like when you wrong someone. Yeah, no, it's just weird to me. Cheebs, The Good Place. I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so some people like the episode, and that's all right. The Scotland episode and the musical numbers. I think they were well written. I think I like the musical. What creeps me out though is friend Ethel in that dragon costume thing that they're like evil and they want to eat it. That's just creepy to me. But other than that, it's all right. It's all right. Pioneer Woman, you're watching the Pioneer Woman with the big piece of bread. Did you watch, Ash, my video on the bread and the fact and fiction on that? You might enjoy that if you haven't. Stars Awake, you love the birthday episode Friends of the Friendless, and I don't care who knows it. That's good, and that's how you guys should be. That's why I want this to be a community where we all have opinions, and it's so beautiful to have differing opinions where we can disagree on it and be fine. Like, it's not a big deal, right? It's just episodes, but we love the show. We love the show, and we're coming together to talk about it. So I think it's great. I love now, just going back to this episode, how now Lucy and Ethel are coming in with the giant fish, how they actually pull into the pier, and that's actually Lucy and Ethel, or Lucille Ball and Vivian Vance, getting out of the cab. I think that's great that they were able to actually go to the location of the pier. It's kind of cool. The Scotland episode was kind of acid. It was a bit acid trippy. Well, remember, it was a dream. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Remember that one. Remember that one. So, Linda, Lucy and drowning in the wine vat, go ahead and watch my video. I explain everything. Go take a look. It's called, you know, it's the one where her and drowning, fact or fiction. I go into all the details. So go ahead and take a look. Watch it right after this. And yeah, whenever you guys ask me a question where I directly comment or refer to it in a video, I'll refer to you the video. So yeah. You know, Casey, I'm with you on that. Lucy plays Cupid. It's to me, you know. And young fans, same thing. That sounds mean like so. I'm not huge fans of those two as well, so I'm with you on that. I do like though Mr. Ritter, and I do like that little thing where it's like they're poor and they're eating. I like that little nugget from that episode. All right, Lola, you have to go with Cornell Wild. You're just leaving me for Cornell Wild. I see how it is. No, thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Stars, wait, that's your all-time favorite episode? Really? Young fans with Peggy and Arthur. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ash. I appreciate it. You watch all my videos? That is awesome. Alec, you want to do my sound again? Yeah. My sound's awesome. It's just... Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of out of place, but, you know... I think every episode has to have its, every show has to have its like worst moments and so forth. I gotta do one of these live streams on Gilligan's Island. That's how much I love the show. Like, to me, it's like I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island's like hovering here. Like, I love Gilligan's Island. I think I even love it more than... I love it more than most people. Like, I can understand people that love Lucy, and I like Lucy and love the show. But Gilligan's Island, I have this affinity for it. It was really funny. I actually went to the same university as Bob Denver, which is really, really cool. Like, I'm honored to know that and to have done that. Like, I didn't know until I graduated. And so I was like, whoa, he went to the same school as I did? Like, that's awesome. I'm a big fan of his and of, you know, Mr. Howell and the girls, Dawn Wells. I think Dawn Wells is gorgeous. And so, yeah, absolutely. I made your day with that sound? Yeah. I'm kind of quirky, so my quirkiness will come out every once in a while. I like to keep things very kind of professional for my videos as much as possible. Then every once in a while, my live stream, I can get crazy, for sure. How many Florida episodes were there? 3 besides the last one? I think it was 4 or 5. Let me go back and let you know. You guys might memorize no, but I want to give you the right amount without just spewing out a random answer. So we have Off to Florida, which counts as Florida because I get in there. Deep Sea Fishing. Desert Island, and that's okay. Wow, why did I think 4? The Ricardos Visit Cuba. Yeah, there's 3. Why did I think there was more? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Ricardos Visit Cuba, that doesn't count. So there were 3. Why did I think there was 4? But yeah. Yep. A lot of non-young fans, or not a lot of you love young fans episode. Yep. You've never heard of it? Yeah, the Ricardos Go to Japan. That has some good moments in it. The one I don't like is the one with Bob Cummings. I don't like that one that much. That one is not... Oh, wait, that one was Japan, right? What is wrong with me? Okay, let's say this. There's some Japan moments that I like. There's some scenes that I like. The Bob Cummings stuff is alright. But I don't really like the ending... No, okay, wait. Because I think I'm mixing stuff up. Japan, yeah, that is... Okay, I'm so mixed up, guys and gals. You guys, let me blame you guys. You guys mix me up. How did... It is the one with Bob Cummings. Yeah, it is. Okay, there are moments that I like, moments I don't like. Is that fair? Okay, we'll just say that. Like, it doesn't like... Like, if I hear the episode's on, I'm not going to be like, yay, the Japan episode. You know, I'm more the Uranium guy, the Tallulah Bankhead ones. I like the earlier ones, but that's just me. I like the Morty Chevalier one. Yep. Lucy is literally pulling the fish across the floor right now, and it's leaving a trail of stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to make an episode on that. Okay, I'm not even going to mention it, guys and gals. I might even detour the feud one for this. You're going to be so surprised when I give you the just the facts on this episode. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I didn't remember because I saw the fish and I remembered. That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. So, Cynthia, you like the episode where they went to Cuba, Uncle Alberto. That one was alright. I think Lucy smashing and making the big, giant tobacco cigarette. I think that was hilarious. You know, Linda, I might do Three's Company. Absolutely. Absolutely in the future. Absolutely. You think it was a Bully Stars Wake? Maybe. I'm going back to my sound. Maybe. Remember, he's kind of the head of the family, and so he's kind of the father rough type figure. Remember, it's excusable to me because he's Latino, I'm part Latino, and so I know, even though my dad wasn't like that, but it's a very, very common thing to be like that, to be very, like, hard on those that you love, to make them strong and able to fend for themselves in the world. Charles, great question. Leave it to Beaver. I could say I've never really watched a full episode. I've never had the desire to watch a full episode. Now, again, when I was younger, I did watch a lot of Andy Griffith. Mostly, I like the play between Barney and Andy. Andy's seriousness and Barney Fife's ridiculousness. I love that. I never really liked when Otis came into play. I never really liked when... like Floyd the Barber. Some of these other storylines I didn't like. I kind of wished it was just only Andy and Thing, like focus on him and Barney. But that's just me. So yeah, no, leave it to Beaver. I've never watched a full episode. Never really had desire to watch it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. Casey, I'm with you. I love that as well. Car scene chase. I think it's genius. It's one of the biggest and first times you see a car scene chase in like a TV show like that. Believe me, it's awesome. And I do have a couple facts on that as well. Oh, so much to do. Te dije que te casarías con una cubana. You should have gotten married with a Cuban girl. But I love that Ricky responds in English, like including the question and the answer, so we knew what he said. So I think that's good. Oh, Katie, how are you? Great question. What's my favorite season? Oh, it's a tie between 3 and 4. I think even 3 a little bit more. I love Hollywood, because 4 is basically Hollywood. But I love the zaniness. I think just the fact that they were in the apartment, and that was, to me, like, the comfort moment of the show. Like, it was I think it was at its peak at that time, even during 4. But I think 3 was my golden time. I know people love 2 as well, but I think 3 to me shined. There was just bonus bucks, and it was literally like, you know, every episode, Lucy's envious, you know, Women from Mars. It was just so great during that whole time. It's a great question. So I'd say 3. I'm not going to comment on that. That was great, though. Not because it's bad, because I don't want to get into it, but yeah. Martin, great question. What other hobbies do I have? Well, YouTube to me is a hobby. I love cars as well. If you want to see my interest of cars, it goes pretty big. I have a second channel. Link is in the description. My second channel. Please show some support and love on there. I know maybe everyone's not a car person, but there are some things. I'm very basic when I discuss my car interests. Like, I don't get into details as much as I can. And there's some fun things on there too. So go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and take a look. So I love cars. I love drones. I have a drone. I fly my drone. I like going to the beach. I love theme parks. Oh my gosh, I'm a giant theme park fan. Like, if I could go to theme parks every day, I probably would. Like Disneyland, and I'm fairly close to Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, all these places. I would love to like go and record and like bring you that. Like, I would even do a channel on that. But I don't want to overextend myself too much. I may stick some of those in Ricknineg. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Andy? Arthur, you're so on Gilligan's Island. You've seen it a few times and it was funny, but I don't love it, except for that they get rescued, but for some reason they stay together in Hawaii with the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah, that's... I wouldn't watch that. That is not great, Gilligan's Island. If I could maybe show you like some of the greatest episodes, I think you may like it a little bit more, in my opinion. Because I think there's some genius in that show. Critics are very hard on it. But I think it was ahead of its time, to be honest with you. I really do. Steelman City, which are you talking about in terms of apartment numbers? Yeah, I'm with you, Justin. I wouldn't change anything what you just said. Seasons 2 through 4 have some of the best episodes for sure. Absolutely. I can't deny that. I would say 1, 5, and 6 are the weakest. It doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're bad, but they're the weakest. 2, 3, and 4 are just on par. On par. You love season 4, Katie. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Give me 1 second. Heard my dog. Si le puedes dar de comer, eh. Si le puedes dar de comer. No sé nada. Sorry about that. I have a little dog and sometimes I have to tend for the dog. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's get right back to it, guys and gals. Every time you see the Brown Derby episode, Lucy makes... it looks so good. Like, I just want to sit next to them and eat. Like, I don't even need to talk to them. Just, doing that. Casey, are you planning on doing another motorcycle adventure soon? You guys really like that? I didn't know if people liked it enough or not. Yeah, I have to go. I have to learn. Just one lesson isn't enough. I really want to have a few lessons. Even Tim, who was teaching me, was like, Rick, go out on the road. I'm like, I'm not there yet. Like, I hear so many people get in accidents, and I really respect and have like a respect for motorcycles, that they're dangerous. I live in one of the most populated cities in the world, and it's a dangerous thing. And so I really want to get really confident before I get on the road. Maybe I'm being overcautious, but I'd rather do that than, get hurt. And I'm sure I may fall, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm sure it's coming in the future. Yeah, the rescue movie was all right on Gilligan's Island. Oh yeah, absolutely, David, 100%. Everything improved after season 2. So much. So much. I think they were just very used to each other and things were so great. Absolutely, William. You're absolutely right. 3 people, essentially. Even Desi would chime in, but that's about it. And the team would chime in, but absolutely. Then 6 started having so many. You had Bob Weiskopf, I think, and you had other writers, and it was just like full of writers, and it was even weaker. So it was weird to me. Absolutely. I have a great variety of videos. Love seeing the Little Ricknineg being interviewed one. Oh, you saw that one? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. Little Ricknineg. Yes, I was a little kid once, and I was very gullible. Yes, so that's kind of a funny moment there. Yeah, well, my aim is to kind of show you a little bit more about what I do in my life and so forth, but I think you have to have an interest in what I do first before you even want to care about what I'm doing like off camera, if that makes sense. So, Katie, I don't watch Laverne and Shirley. I'm guessing you're a fan, maybe? Maybe. Steelman City, 3D was, oh, you mean Lucy, yeah, the Ricardos apartment. 3D was after, like, during the 3rd season. Remember, but before they had 2A, I believe. Yes, yes, yes. What kind of dog? Greyhound. I have a greyhound. Yeah, definitely, Casey. Yeah, no, and I don't want to be like, okay, I rode once, now I'm confident I can ride forever. Like, I want to go to my motorcycle class. I want to obviously get my license, and it's more of a journey than anything. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. You watch it sometimes? Okay, perfect. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you have the two fishes. The two fish. And Fred is doing like a disgusting face. And they were both troopers, guys. Think about this. Okay, just think about this. This is done in front of a live audience. You all know this, right? But think about this. To have two stinking fish on the show, think about what it might have smelled like. Think about the complexities. The fish are real. Just to let you know, I didn't do a factor fishing, but the fish were real. That's all I'm going to say about the fish. But let me tell you how crazy that is that they were able to do that and they wanted to do that. It's just very impressive. They had to have a cooler in the back or a couple coolers to keep the fish fresh or as fresh as they could. But now they're getting on the boat. And wait a second, Fred, Ethel, I don't see Little Ricky. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, Little Ricky's. This is when they're pulling out of the dock. I don't think that's in syndication. And then they're going by the little town there in the city. Yeah, right, Casey? It's something to think about. And it's just interesting to know how much effort they put into the show. You know? Arthur, you know which season I think is underrated? The Seasons in the Second Apartment. Seasons in the Second Apartment. Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, so like season 3, definitely. I love those. I love those. Or Lucy, like, she does her own hair and then tries to make her own dress. I love that one. Oh man, there's just so many. I do love the ones with Tennessee Ernie Ford. I know some people don't, but I think those are great. I think it's just funny. Hey, kinfolk! It's so great. He's just hilarious. The things he says. You know, Ricky catching a fish. Look, they have a boat, guys and gals. They have a boat with water. You see, I don't know if the boat is floating. I doubt it's actually floating, but it's on real water in front of an audience. Like, that's pretty extreme to me. For a show that's filmed in front of an audience, like that to me was crazy. That's one of the things why I love everything now is CGI, and it has its own benefits, but I think they're focused more now today on the visuals, what can be visually appealing. Because think about these kids nowadays, they're 3 years old, they're playing on their iPhones and their iPads. They want to see something visual, I guess, but I think that's what they're being trained to enjoy, if that makes sense. I think if you would have richer stories, they would want to come after that. Because I remember when I was a teacher, I show them a Star Trek episode from like the 90s, and they didn't really want to watch it. But then when they saw the story, they were like, this is amazing. This is so well written. Like, I can't believe that story was just so cool. And I'm like, yeah, this is good writing, guys. And they're like, that's crazy. Like, I watch shows and I thought they were good. And like, they said that. And I was just so surprised. Linda. It's so stereotypical, right? But remember, I think Tennessee Ernie Ford was from Tennessee. And so that accent and so forth was him. Like, that was him acting, and that was just, I kind of like my hair. Is that kind of vain? No, because sometimes I don't like how my hair looks. I'm so particular about my hair. And I kind of like, it's like a James Dean type, like, yeah, anyway. Wish I had more of the James Dean looks, though. Oh, well, we're born with what we got. Oh, yes, Ethel asking, are you wet? Yep. Ricky's coming out of the water, and he's got that. I could see the outline of the fish in his shirt. I am so surprised it didn't start wiggling super early like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a fish wiggling and waggling. Oh, there we go. Oop. And there we go. There's popping out. Boom. Look at that. There's the fishy. Bent Fort, Tennessee. There's 3 episodes with Ernie Ford, right? Alright, guys and gals, well, the episode is ending. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Just to let you know, and a friendly reminder, like I said, comment below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you're interested in supporting the channel through Patreon, that is an optional way to do that. I think the link should be in the description. If not, Patreon, Ricknineg. And thank you, Justin, for your awesome help on that and for becoming a patron. I'm going to film right now, off camera, a video that I'm only going to put on there. And hopefully you guys have an awesome week. Hopefully you just stay positive and enjoy the week, and remember to live your life and enjoy life. Like, I can't stress that enough. Can't stress it enough. Sometimes we realize those things. So we'll see you all next time, guys and gals. Don't forget to be positive, and don't forget to be hopeful. It's super important. And as I always say, be hopeful.